All right, I'm going to share with you about my recent mammogram. I had the mammogram and they called me back to say they see something and I need to come back for further test or what have you. So let me tell you about it. Since about 2 years ago, I have developed a anxiousness or a white coat syndrome when it comes to going to the doctor, doing any tests. So I'm not a good patient in that way anymore. And part of it is just hormonal changes in my body not being as resilient to the stress. Anyways, I want to get this story out about what happened 2 years ago. I had a mammogram and I got a call back for that. And they said there was something wrong with my left breast. Not something wrong. They said they see something. And I know I have dense breasts. So, anyways, it scared me a lot because anyone would be scared when you get the call. I went and I had the ultrasound, and after just sleepless nights and panic, they said, oh, okay, there's maybe a cyst in there, which when you are in a perimenopause, menopause space, then your body is doing a lot of things hormonally, and it's not uncommon for women to develop cysts in their breast. And let me say, if I didn't say, this is Robin, necessary nutritionist, and I work with women with their nutrition, primarily women over 40. So let me get back to this story. This is a real talk for life. So a couple of years ago, I went in and I believe it was my left breast. They said they saw something, very upset about it because of the way that they called me back. It just seemed so urgent to me. There was no compassion. So I went in there, had the ultrasound, and again, they said there was a cyst, and that, no big deal. Okay, so now it's time for mammogram again. And to be honest, the first mammogram was in not the first one, but this one that triggered this was in 2023. So in 2024, I did not get a mammogram for several reasons. And to be honest, one of them was some trepidation and some fear, but I also moved across the country and changed insurances and all of those things. But just got the mammogram for now. And then, of course, they call me back and said, hey, we see something, but not in the left breast. Now it's the right breast. So here we go again. And I was told, again, I have dense breasts, and from my previous doctor till now, this is a new doctor, new relationship. So the nurse or the mammogram tech told me, don't be surprised if they call you back. And they did. They called me back. And they said to me, okay, we're going to do a diagnostic mammogram. And if necessary, we will also schedule you for an ultrasound. But we might not need to do that. Went in there and I had a $200 copay that I wasn't expecting. So they did the second mammogram. They did the second mammogram. And then they said, yeah, there's something in there. We don't know what it is. We need to see. So we need to do an ultrasound on you today. So as she was doing the ultrasound, and I'm being honest, I was crying because I don't like it in my body. This is what goes through my mind. I'm like, shit. I eat so many fruits and vegetables. I do all of the healthy things that I'm supposed to do within reason for my body. And people do all the healthy things, and still they may have an episode of breast cancer because our world is just a hot mess and women are getting breast cancer at an alarming rate. My intention is to do everything I can to prevent and then let go, let God. I'm doing everything that I only can do so much. But I kept telling myself, my breast should be fine. But your mind goes to that negative place. And my mind, because hormones are changing, my mind is just not the mind that it used to be. So I was laying on the ultrasound bed while she's doing them and looking at them. And I just was so upset and so nervous. But she did it and she says, they look fine. I see something, but it's not of concern. So she took it to the radiologist and they confirmed that so this was the right breast this time, that there was some cysts around the nipple area, which not uncommon, and that not to be concerned, but they want to see me back in 6 months just to double check. I appreciate, so here's the deal. I appreciate the thoroughness of it all because I have dense breasts. So let's look all up and through them. So I do appreciate that. But then part of me, if I must say this, that second mammogram that I got a copay for, I feel like, okay, you didn't need that. You could have just gone straight to the ultrasound and you charged me for ultrasound and the mammogram. And I just felt like you didn't need that. But I'm always weary. I'm always thinking they're trying to get money out of me that they don't need and I do need. But that's another story for a different day. So I pay insurance quite a bit every month. The copay was $200. And I think that's a lot. And I have Kaiser, because in case you're all wondering, I have Kaiser insurance. And I pay, I don't even need to tell you what I pay for insurance and still got a copay. Anyway, so I go back in 6 months just to make sure that the cysts haven't become anything inappropriate. But it was nervousing for me. Can you relate? Has this happened to you? And I would say this just because you get a call back doesn't mean that it is sinister, but it's just always scary. I want to encourage you to do a number of things to continue to be very diligent with getting your yearly mammograms, because if there is something amiss growing, then you catch it. And that's the benefit of getting it consistently and checking. Because even though it's scary, we just got to do it. Because breast cancer is out here as an epidemic, if you ask me. So get your checks. If you have dense breasts and you need an ultrasound, do that. And also flood your body with the best quality food as much as you can. There is a 7-day reset that I'm making available to you, no cost to you. I will take you through 7 days to reset your body and your mind and just flooding your body. I'm going to coach you through flooding your body with top quality nutrients so that you thrive. So that information is going to be down below. Again, join me. You will get a snapshot of some of the things that I do and how I support women over 40. And damn it, I'm supporting my own self because we teach that which we need to learn. I am like you. I am in this, dealing with it, and just trying to do the best that I can in this crazy world, staying healthy mentally and physically. So that's my mammogram story. And if you want to participate in the free 7-day reset, where the goal is to flood your body with what it needs and remove what it doesn't need and build your body up at a cellular level. That's all that we can do. All we can do to the best of our ability is eat well and think well and pray that we don't get what we don't want. But if we do, then God has given us, we'll say, a gift so that we can do something with that. I always have to look on the bright side of all things. It doesn't mean that I'm not scared, because I do get scared. But that's the way it is. All right. Peace and blessings. This is Robin, nutritionist from Necessary Nutrition, sharing with you. Take care.